I'm posting this a little early for week 2. This is my extreme weather post for the week. I didn't even have to look at weather.gov for this. You might have heard in the news that there have been lots of extreme weather storms, tornadoes and such in the Midwest and the Plains states over the past couple of days, and the risk continues. This Sunday afternoon, as I'm recording this, I'm just looking at my feed on Twitter, and this is from the Storm Prediction Center, just loaded with lots of special statements. They call them mesoscale discussions, which talk about the storm risk in any given area, watches that have been issued for certain areas. There's the outlook, the severe outlook. This is for Monday, Memorial Day. This graphic was updated this afternoon, but you can see how it encompasses all of the southeast, all the way from Mississippi and Alabama northward, all the way to southern New England, with a marginal risk and a level 2 slight risk from New Jersey and Pennsylvania southward to Alabama and Georgia, including Virginia and North Carolina. So there's really going to be a high level of concern for severe weather, not only tonight, this Sunday night, but also Memorial Day, Monday afternoon, as that front comes through the area. So the bottom line is the setup is of course something I would ask you to kind of figure out, but I won't talk much more about that. If you use this as your weather journal post for the week, you're certainly welcome to use it. I would ask that maybe you kind of look through this week for any big weather story that you want to focus on. It doesn't have to be this one, of course. Also want to point out I worked down in Roanoke this past weekend, and I worked there filling in occasionally. But we posted this, which was they have what's called a weather alert day, a weather authority alert day. It's similar to the first alert weather day that we used to have at Channel 12 in Richmond. They still have it, of course. But this again is what we broadcast this morning on May 26th, and I'll just play a little bit of it. And we have a weather authority alert day for today and tomorrow because of the risk for severe thunderstorms later each afternoon. Strong wind gusts will be the primary severe weather risk. There also could be some large hail and flooding, flash flooding. Seems to have been a risk with any of these storms in the recent days and weeks, so that's something we have to be alert for. A minor tornado risk, but certainly cannot rule that out either. I'll break it down more for you in your future cast in a second. The Storm Prediction Center has a level 1 risk for most of our area, the Roanoke Valley, for today, a level 2 risk out in the NRV for later today, and then tomorrow we're under a level 2 risk for the Roanoke Valley, Lynchburg, Southside, and the NRV is actually under a smaller risk for severe tomorrow afternoon because that front will be sweeping through there early. Right now, our Skycam network looks really good. A nice start to our Sunday. We're upper 50s to lower 60s most areas. Lots of sunshine to start our day. 67 degrees right now in Roanoke. And your day part for today, we're looking at some nice weather early. Good for your outdoor plans. High temperatures 87. The storm chances will be later in the day. I think mainly after 3 o'clock, and they really ramp up toward 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. But again, those high temperatures top out in the mid or upper 80s. Here's the source of our woes, so to speak, will be low pressure coming out of the Plains states. They've had a lot of weather woes out there the past several days, lots of severe weather. This system finally moving to the east, and it will finally move off the East Coast and away from the United States by later Monday into Tuesday. So your future tracker for us, early afternoon dry, and then by mid-afternoon we start to see some storms popping. I think a better chance by 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon. Big storms coming in from the west. Some of those could be severe. They roll out by late this evening. Then Memorial Day, we start with some leftover thunder showers from a big cluster coming over the mountains early around sunrise. These probably not severe, but stay alert. They could be. There's potential for that. Better chance of a line of severe storms for central and eastern Virginia as well tomorrow. Okay, and that's an example of I let it play quite a while because I just wanted to show you how I talked about the weather alert day and what it meant, and then I showed that I wanted to get to that future cast where it actually showed the model forecast of where the storms would be. Also recorded another hit here. This was from the weather app that they have. This is from WSLS, the weather app, and it shows the same video that I just showed you, but it also has other videos that we posted there with more specifics on what to do. For example, this video, this one may Well, it's a screenshot, so you can't even look at it. But then this one I talked about what the impacts would be in terms of the severe weather. So bottom line is there was lots of severe weather information out there. This is a very active weather period, and I would ask that you just kind of maybe focus on not necessarily this, but the big weather event for this week. This could be one of those. Use other examples versus what I showed you of how it's been communicated, but I wanted to just show this example. And I didn't even go to the local National Weather Service office sites or any of that sort of thing, or weather.gov, as I mentioned at the beginning. So again, just posted this as an example for this week's extreme weather happening this week.